for her, a blue PT Cruiser. He picked you, so you technically have one PT Cruiser. Oh, by the way.
Oh, so we're back to my rules, which means I have a million.
On September 11th, it's the Saturday during Jesse James Days. We will be bringing Puppy, I think. So if you want to like chill with us.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Did you say you were going to Peter Jesse James Days?
Yeah, on Saturday. You know, to hit the craft fair.
On Saturday, on September 11th.
Oh, but you might deliver paper, so if you could, like, not deliver paper. Plus, we are bringing Jack, so
we'll have to...
it would be nice to have an option to put Jack, because we're going to bring his stroller. But, yeah, we're going to, like, for a while.
We'll see. We'll see.
I just keep it in your mind, like, oh, hey, if, you know, you want to see... Because I know
we shall see, friend.
And I know, like,
we'll see how things unfold over the next month.
Yeah. Because it would be, because they want to see you and Jack wants to see you, and plus we want to make more feel for DJJD.
We shall see how things unfold over the next month.
So anyway, puppy stories. Okay, so you know Jack has friends, but then he has good friends, and then he has best friends. Okay. Well, anyway, Caitlin took him out because Mom's working in the morning now, so she can't take him for walks in the morning. Sad, I know. So Caitlin was taking him out, and so then he got to see his bestest friend, Charlie.
He got to see his best friend?
His best friend, Charlie. And he was super excited, so they walked together, and then Charlie would pee somewhere, and then Jack would pee in the same spot, and then Jack would pee somewhere, and then,
the things best friends do.
And, you know, yeah. So it was just pee. Yeah, so we got to see one of his friends. And then, what else? Yes. Okay, so Jack was sitting on... Jack was sitting on Catherine's bed, okay? And so then, Crazy, minding his own business, okay? So then Crazy comes in, and is, you know, minding her own business coming in, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so then, she just came walking in, and then Jack saw her. And so then he was laying down at this point. He jumped off the bed and just sprinted towards Crazy and scared her away. And so then she ran away. And me and Calvin was like, Jack! And he goes, what? What? The thing is, the best part
he walks back like, what?
I don't know if he's doing, because he does that with all of them when they come in. Okay?
He just wants you to...
And so I don't know if it's just like he wants to play with them, or he honestly is, because Crazy wants attention. So I don't know if it's just Jack's like, no.
He gets jealous. He gets jealous if he sees you pet the cat. He gets jealous.
Aircraft you bought. Now be good to yourself. That's what I
He gets a will. He gets a will jealous.
Yeah, it's just really funny. And so then the next story. So I woke up late, you know. And so I streamed late, but it was about 10 a.m. and I was like, okay, I can still stream a little bit before I have to go. And so then I was getting breakfast or something. I don't know what I was doing downstairs. Puppy wanted to go out, and so I was like, okay, Catherine can take you outside. And so then she started to take him, and he kept looking back at me, and then like at Caitlin's love seat chair, he like stopped. And Catherine was like, come on, Jack, let's go. Come on, Jack, let's go. And he wouldn't go. And so then I walk over, and then he starts walking to the door. And I was like, fine, puppy, I'll take you. Gosh, I'll take you outside.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll take you.
I'll take you outside. And Catherine was very sad.
Hello.
Catherine was she was a sad... I was going to say she was a sad Sinky. She was not a sad Sinky. But really very cat. Yeah, it's really funny. But I was like, I won't be able to stream as long now.
So are you ready for some hashtag gamer news?
Yep.
Among Us was trending on Twitter today.
Oh yes, I saw
and I was
this.
like, Poké let Among Us trend on Twitter. Now, this is a low blow to an indie developer. Okay, because Among Us was developed by an indie team, right?
Yeah.
No small team, right? Now, a couple games have been trying to capitalize on the success of Among Us by making modes that are totally rip-offs of Among Us' style of imposter gameplay. However, Call of Duty has one, but they at least have an original map that goes along with it, so I mean, it's kind of got slide. However, the most recent game to add in their quote imposters mode is Fortnite. Now, here's the deal when you look at Fortnite's imposter mode. First of all, the Among Us devs aren't very impressed because it blatantly takes the map used in Among Us and puts it into Fortnite with like 2 rooms changed. And so they simply wished they could have collabed with Epic because that would be pretty neat. But people were like, "Did you really sink so low as to rip off off of an indie game?"
But I do believe there have been other companies that have made imposter-like games, so but not to the extent.
But the problem with this one, they just straight up ripped out the map from Among Us.
Yeah.
Which is where fans kind of pointed and went, because someone did a side-by-side comparison, and they were like, y'all, like 2 rooms changed, that's it. Like, did you really think people... You can have an imposter mode. That's not like forbidden or anything. But
no.
At least try to come up with a creative map.
I actually didn't know about. I knew they were doing imposter mode, but I didn't know about the map. So thanks for telling me.
They kind of just ripped the map.
Interesting to see if there's any. They might have to pay something, but I probably might have to go to court first.
I'm sure they'll apologize and fix it somehow because fans were quick to find out that this is just a blatant ripoff. Alright, next we go to gamer news. CDPR had a Cyberpunk 2077 stream today to hype up DLC.
It's $10 at Best Buy.
Now, the stream wasn't very impressive, to say the least.
Oh no.
Small DLC. And by small DLC, I mean really small DLC. The headline was Players knew Cyberpunk's first free DLC. Emphasis on free because there is going to be, hypothetically, I'm not sure if they're still planning on paid expansions, actually. I don't know how they feel anymore. Players knew Cyberpunk 2077's first free DLC would be small, but not this small. The new content and the live-stream presentation did not make a very good impression on the fan base. Now, you may be going, Pengu, what in the world is in this free DLC that is perhaps small? Now, also they revealed one of their upcoming patches to fix the game which this will launch with. Here we go. Let's find it, shall we? All I know is it's very small. Okay, so here we go. The first DLC includes 2 new jackets for your main character. Woo! And a new car.
Woo!
Ain't that exciting?
I mean, Witcher had that too, so I don't...
People were quick to point out that it's kind of like The Witcher's stance of small stuff, and then you get the big stuff later. However, people were quick to point out that you didn't need to make a live stream about this, you could have just tweeted it. Yeah. Because by saying you have a live stream would imply you have something to show.
A new story or whatever, then, and came out with this. But if they said it's gonna be a low, small DLC, well then, you can't really expect anything else. But yeah, I mean, Witcher did that too.
People were like, okay, so why didn't you just tweet this information? You didn't need to hype up a stream if you were just gonna go, 2 new outfits, car, enjoy.
Yeah, I saw that it was $10 at
like, okay, but what else is there? Can you at least get a hint to something else?
Cyberpunk. I mean, it's relatively... I mean, I think it was only for a day, but it was... Well, yeah, I'm sure companies aren't happy with how, like, businesses aren't happy with how CDPR Cyberpunk is doing.
It didn't do very well. I'm sure that's probably why Sony yanked it off of the PSN store, because they heard the fan base was mad. They were like, okay, so we're not even going to bother with this right now.
Which is really sad, because, like, it looks so interesting. So, would you like to hear of my,
Let's see, what else have... we got here for gamer news.
Too low!
What else have we got? EA is going to, because 2042 had its very first official alpha test, Battlefield, the other day. Now, every streamer, or every person participating had to sign an NDA, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously it's a secret, and you don't want that kind of stuff leaking. Now, here's the deal. EA said it will probably ban any beta leakers from ever playing the game before it even releases.
Holy crap.
So if you leak stuff, it's an NDA. You break it, you get slapped with a punishment. You get slapped with a huge punishment whenever you break an NDA.
Yeah.
And you should, because you're breaking a contract that you signed, which I won't talk about this. But yeah, if you're happen to be an alpha tester, I wouldn't take that chance if I were you.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't take that chance, because that's not something you want. You should also just never. You should just never break NDAs in the first place, y'all.
Well, I mean, they are. I'm bittersweet towards NDAs.
You signed a contract. Be quiet.
That's how they cover up sexual abuse, usually.
I mean, that's the thing. Is that they're not all good.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I mean, especially with games.
When it comes to this kind of game, you should keep quiet.
I know.
So following Halo Infinite's another weekend of testing, the weekend of testing. The bots. Remember, it's going to have bots in it.
Okay.
Now teabagging, of course, right?
Oh yes, I saw something like
the bots were teabagging. However, 343 said this was a glitch, and they did not mean to. It's not going to be in the game, so the bots won't teabag over your dead body.
I saw something about that. I didn't know why. It is
just a glitch that got into the game, but it's just a glitch that got into the test. It's not going to be in the main game. They'll fix it. So
yeah, I mean, how low that is such a blow to your self-esteem. Not only to get killed
Killed by a bot, but also
the
get
bot, but then
teabagged
the
by
bot
one.
teabags. No.
It's just a glitch, y'all. They did not.
Like that's a blow.
They
to your
did not
self-esteem.
mean. They did not mean to put it in the game.
I'm
How it
just really
happened, we
amazed
can-
at, like, because there is some glitches like that where I'm like, how did that even come to be? What? Alexa, turn
Yeah,
the
you
box
can't help but wonder, did a developer put it in just for funsies and then forget to take it out?
Yeah.
Well, okay, back when 14.5.1 came out, it was the first near raid alliance raid. Now there was a glitch at the start where on occasion on the final boss, you can't see it anymore, but on occasion in the corner, a dragon corpse would spawn. It's really wild. It's so Square Enix was like, it's a glitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, how in the world did that get here though? And it later came out, not that long ago, Yoko Taro did a Q&A where he answered questions about the raid, and someone asked him if the dragon had been placed there intentionally as a joke, and he said yeah. He was like, yep, it was just a prank. It was just a prank, bro! But you just can't help but wonder how some of these video game glitches come to be. Like, what were you doing that made this happen?
Mm-hmm.
How did this occur? What were you doing? What in the world were you doing? Twitch has banned gambling, so to speak.
Oh.
You can no longer, comes after a flurry of recent gambling site promotions on popular Twitch channels. You can no longer post any link that leads you to a legitimate gambling site anymore. And a few other
But
rules.
unlegitimate, that's fine.
I mean, it is an effort because kids use Twitch.
Yeah.
You don't know how old someone is when they create their Twitch channel. You don't know. They could be children. And so no one is allowed to post those anymore. You can't promote it. You can't do it on streams unless you're hosting a mature stream. But then again, all it takes to get past that is hitting I agree to watch this content. But, I don't know why some people were mad about the sudden ban on this kind of thing. I was like, what? Why are you mad? Others said it wasn't really enough to stop people from promoting it, but I don't get why people were mad. How dare you protect the children? Yeah. How dare you?
My plane engine, if I call this a plane, has died.
Oh, why did it die?
I actually have no idea, but now I'm basically just gliding.
As you do.
And the thing with gliding is that it will come to an end.
I was just you're eventually gonna hit the ground. By the way, speaking of funny glitches, a Skyrim developer came out and shared something kind of funny about when they started making Skyrim. Now, we all know the infamous opening scene, right? You're on the cart.
Oh, yes.
Right? You know, you're finally awake. Right now, a Skyrim developer shared some really funny detail when they were making the game. Obviously, you're out in nature when you're riding on the cart, right?
Mm.
Now, for some reason, when they were making it, an in-game programmed bee kept running into the cart and destroying it. In one solid tap. And no one could figure out why until they just scrapped the bee entirely because it was OP, apparently. It kept... And this is the stage of, how did this happen? How did this happen? However did this occur?
Should I join the prison break? Yep, my personal aircraft has been destroyed.
Oopers.
Shut up, Connor's 21? I mean, I guess that makes
yeah,
sense.
he was the same age as...
Okay, ma'am.
I'm sorry. That was unnecessary of me, right?
Yeah, a bit, ma'am.
Sorry.
Catherine, you're not petting her enough.
So, Mr. Crest said we should talk about work, but not here.
It's a Black Cat Appreciation Month or
Is
Day.
there a room in the back or something? Cool, I'll get set up.
I'm sorry. It's what?
Black Cat Day.
Oh.
So, Mr. Crest said
I mean,
you
we
might be
should
able to help
always
me out
live
with
all
something.
over.
Well, not me, so that's clear. It's not me you're going to be helping. And I want it understood that I am not involved. Just a bystander doing a favor.
Love
And
our
this is not an
pets.
offer of employment so much as an opportunity. And, well, anyway, that's just getting a bit technical. But the point is, sometimes our fair and legal justice system makes mistakes. And
Oh,
this is one
good
such
lord.
time. Here he is, Professor Maxim.
Alright, Rainbow Six Siege news.
You know the professor?
Now,
Used to be head of
so
research
we all
for the
know,
Army.
I am all
Three
for
doctorates,
games being inclusive when it
overconfident
makes
polymath,
sense,
vain
right?
sociopath, tedious,
I'm always for an
egomaniac,
LGBT
control
character
freak,
being added to a game,
geneticist,
but
weapons
only if it
development
makes sense
engineer,
and it's
car
not a
nut,
blatant
but
promotional
definitely
to it.
not a people person.
To say, hey look, we have it,
Accused
right?
of espionage along with everything else?
Now, unfortunately,
remember?
I cannot
Well,
agree with Ubisoft in
lucky
this one
you.
because it just feels like
Exceedingly
a
vain
blatant
and
look, we have it. They're
self-absorbed
adding
man,
in a
brilliant
trans
in everything he
operator.
does,
Oh.
yada yada yada, makes you want to puke.
Which is
He's a
cool,
goddamn traitor.
except
I mean, he's a rat, but
you
he
don't
pays.
need to promote it that way.
Incarcerated for a
You
Yeah,
can
no.
just
he
say,
did commit, but well, let's just
you
say
can just
money
say
talks and
they're
he's
an
going to
operator.
walk.
Yeah.
So, we got a few things to get ready, all pretty
You
straightforward.
don't need to
Do them
promote
one at
it
a time,
in any
but
specific
it's
way.
Fat cat.
standard op for a
Fat cat,
gov
fat cat, fat cat,
you know what I
fat
mean?
cat, fat cat.
Right.
Fat cat
All right, first
plushie.
thing's a plane. Then we got a bus, and then, well,
Fat
two
cat
things. We got the
plushie.
inmate transfer schedule and Rashkovsky's car.
He's like,
More
no,
on that
I don't
later.
want to be a
Let me
fat
show you.
cat.
We need a plane to get the professor.
I don't want to be the
It's
donkey.
currently being used to traffic drugs by transnational.
Oh, I thought we were
security
actually doing the
bus.
prison heist. I don't want
Need
to
a
start
standard bowling
over.
boat transport vehicle. The least
Oh,
traffic
mood.
is on the route from Toledo Bay. All right, that's where you're going to be able to get a hold of one. You can get a hard copy.
By the way,
of the inmate
Get
transfer
Dotto
schedule
officially is
at
off of the
LSPD's
Xbox Game
Mission
Pass
Row
again.
station. Go in unarmed, play it cool. You might not have
Magically
a problem. It's
jumped
a
up in
two-person
sales
job.
on
Max.
Xbox.
The other two-handers
It's like
are guys
one of the
surprised
best-selling
Catskill.
games on
We believe it's
Xbox
not
ever
to be
since
shipped
leaving
free
the
by
the
luxury car
pass.
theft ring. Okay. Mr. Crest said you guys are at least semi-competent.
Okay,
so,
because it's left multiple
Professor
times now.
Rashkovsky pays well.
Okay, so you want to hear what I have so far? What I came
Hang on,
up
let me
with?
finish my gamer news.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
I'm
thought
sorry.
you were done.
We haven't gone through gamer news in a while.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
Abandoned, aka that up-and-coming horror game that everyone is planning on calling Silent Hill. Even though the team insists it is, everyone, it's not Silent Hill and it's not a Hideo Kojima game. They were gonna reveal the game, but tech difficulties were up the wazoo, and so they didn't actually get to reveal the game on time. And people are still pointing at them and going, it is very clearly Silent Hill, but I don't know why y'all can't just let your...
What?
What's this?
15% off. Select Anime gear. Oh, Funkos are on sale. Okay, alright.
In Dead by Daylight news, I wonder if something went wrong. They are removing Stranger Things from the game.
Huh. Really?
I wonder if something went wrong when they were trying to talk to whoever owns it. It'll be removed next month. Now, it's going to be, the map is perma-removed from public games. And you won't be able to play it unless you already own it beforehand. You can play it on private games, but no more in public. And the same with the characters / the killer, the demigod, they won't be available for purchase after November 17th. I believe this is the first time they are ever actually removing a killer from the game, or a DLC from the game. I don't know if they've ever done that before. Now to celebrate, well, not celebrate, but make it easier for fans if they do want access to these characters, it is half off all the way until November 17th. They're selling it at half off. I wonder if if something went wrong with the licensing, if they couldn't get in an extension on it. Because they've never had to remove a DLC before. Because it's always been something that people want. Yeah, okay. I wonder if something just went wrong when they were talking, hey, can we continue using this? And they were like, no, you can't. Okay, well then we'll remove it.
Alright then. No? Okay.
Which is weird, because I would think you would be happy to have your thing in a game that sells really well. But I don't know, maybe it's not enough.
Like a glitch or something? Because like you would think that if it was like a glitch or something, that they would be able to, you know, take it out for a little while. But that sounds like it's going to be like a permanent thing.
Feels bad, man. At least they're hosting a half-off sale for all of the Stranger Things things before they go next month. That's weird. Alas, company greed. Corporate greed, the enemy of us all. Interesting.
What does it mean?
Well, they've never had to remove a DLC before, because everyone's kind of just always, hey, can we continue using this? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Can we sell your soul while we're at it?
Interesting.
That's just what I want to do. That's not on sale. I see.
Interesting. Who actually owns Stranger Things? Is it Netflix?
I would assume it's Netflix, but...
Oh, then it was probably corporate greed. Who am I kidding? Corporate greed!
Corporate greed, that doesn't exist.
Tonkers?
Yep, Tonkers.
Honk. Tonk.
So, would you any more gamer news?
Let's see, I'm scrolling through right now. Let's scroll through the Gamerland and see what else we've got here. Nope, okay, let's talk about your story.
Okay. I have no idea.
That was gamer news with Zipangu.
Actually, I think I'm gonna get off of GTA and go back to Squadrons.